In the vast ocean of investment, there's a concept that stands out like an impregnable fortress, a key tool that has guided one of the most successful investors of all time, Warren Buffett. Imagine for a moment that you are a medieval castle, and your goal is to protect your wealth from the onslaught of your adversaries. What do you need? A deep and sturdy moat that surrounds and keeps you safe. In this video, we will explain what the moat is, its significance, and its different types with real-life examples. So, if you're ready, let's get started. The moat or defensive fortress is a key concept that refers to a company's ability to maintain and protect its competitive advantages over the long term. This idea was popularized by the legendary investor Warren Buffett, who has used the moat as one of the fundamental pillars of his investment strategy. The moat resembles a deep and wide moat surrounding a medieval castle, protecting it from competitors' attacks. In the context of investments, this moat represents the barriers a company has set up to maintain its market position and ensure a steady flow of income. The deeper and wider the moat, the harder it is for competition to undermine the company's position, making investments in that company safer and more profitable in the long run. Imagine investing in a company without an effective moat. Its market position could weaken quickly, resulting in a decrease in profits and the value of your shares. A strong moat, on the other hand, provides a shield against such threats, allowing you to hold your investments with confidence over the years. Companies with strong moats can often maintain healthy profit margins and generate consistent revenue streams even in tough economic times. This is because their dominant market position allows them to effectively set prices and maintain customer loyalty. As an investor, this means you can expect a steady stream of dividends or capital gains as the company continues to be profitable. The moat also plays a significant role in reducing the volatility of your investments. Companies with strong moats tend to be less sensitive to market fluctuations compared to those without this competitive advantage. Warren Buffett, the master of investment, has repeatedly emphasized the importance of the moat in his strategy. His investments in companies with strong moats, such as Coca-Cola and American Express, have proven to be highly profitable over decades. Having delved deep into what the moat is and its fundamental importance in the world of investment, it's time to explore the key types of moats that exist. Now, let's connect the dots and explore these types of moats in detail. Intangible assets. This is based on the idea that a company can create a lasting competitive advantage from assets that do not have a physical presence but are immensely valuable. These assets are often related to intellectual property, brand, licenses, and other intangible elements. We'll explore in detail what intangible assets are, why they are important, and how they influence business success. Intellectual property. This encompasses patents, copyrights, trademarks, and trade secrets. These assets protect a company's intellectual property and grant exclusive rights to inventions, creative works, or brands. Brand and reputation. A company's brand and reputation in the market are extremely valuable intangible assets. A strong brand can influence consumer purchasing decisions and build long-term loyalty. Licenses and concessions. Some companies hold exclusive licenses to operate in certain markets or territories. These licenses can be valuable and create a competitive advantage. Some real-world examples of companies with intangible assets moats are Apple. Apple's intellectual property, including patents for its products and operating systems, is a key example of intangible assets. These assets protect their technology and grant exclusive rights. Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola's brand is one of the most valuable intangible assets globally. The company has invested decades in building its brand and reputation, allowing it to sell its products at premium prices. Switching costs. This is a type of competitive barrier based on making it costly or inconvenient for customers to switch from one product or service to another. This moat creates deep-seated customer loyalty and can provide companies with a sustainable advantage in the market. Switching costs refer to the expenses, whether financial, time-related, or effort-based, that customers must incur when switching from one product or service to another. These costs can take various forms. Monetary costs. This includes cancellation fees, early termination penalties, or the cost of acquiring new equipment or software. Learning costs. If a customer has invested time in learning to use a product or service, the cost of learning to use another can be a significant deterrent. Integration costs. In the case of businesses, switching to a new provider may require modifications to existing systems or workflow processes, which can be costly and complex. An example of this moat is Adobe. Adobe offers its software programs through licenses that can be costly for individual users and businesses. Once a company has invested in Adobe's software licenses, switching to a competitor would require additional investment in similar software licenses. Adobe's products, such as Photoshop, are industry leaders and widely used in graphic design and image editing. Professionals and businesses invest time and resources in learning to use these programs. Switching to a competing software would necessitate retraining employees and adapting to new interfaces, adding to switching costs. Network effect. This is based on the idea that a product or service becomes more valuable as more people use it. The more users there are, the more useful the offering becomes for each individual user. When a company has established a solid user base due to the network effect, it becomes difficult for competitors to attract users away from that platform. The investment required to overcome this barrier is significant. A classic example of the network effect is social networks like Facebook. The more people join the platform, the more friends and connections users can make, increasing its value and utility. Applications like WhatsApp and WeChat are notable examples. Platforms like eBay and Airbnb benefit from the network effect. The more sellers and buyers participate, the more choices users have, making the platform more valuable. Economies of scale. This is based on the idea that as a company grows and produces more, its unit production costs tend to decrease. This creates a competitive advantage that can be challenging for smaller competitors to overcome. In other words, the more a company produces, the more cost-efficient it becomes in terms of costs per unit produced. This can occur for various reasons, including bulk purchases. A larger company can negotiate better prices by purchasing raw materials or components in large quantities. Production efficiency. As production scales up, it's possible to implement more efficient manufacturing processes and use more advanced machinery. Efficient distribution. Distributing products nationally or internationally can be more efficient for larger companies, reducing logistical costs. Walmart is a classic example of a company that benefits enormously from economies of scale. By buying products in large quantities and operating an extensive network of stores, it can offer lower prices than smaller competitors. Automobile companies like Ford or Toyota can produce vehicles at a lower cost per unit as their production volume increases. This allows them to offer a wide range of models and maintain healthy profit margins. Each of these moats offers companies a unique way to protect themselves from competition and build a solid long-term business. They are also an important consideration for investors as they can indicate a company's ability to maintain stable income and long-term growth. Understanding these concepts can help you make more informed decisions and identify solid investment opportunities. If you've enjoyed this video and want to continue learning about financial and business topics, don't hesitate to subscribe and turn on notifications. We're here to help you grow your financial knowledge.